What's up, nerds? So Sparkle has officially released in Honkai Star Rail, at least on the Asian servers. The rest of the world should be getting her in roughly 11 hours from now. But we know now how good she is in the game because she has officially released and people can actually test her out. So let's take a look at where Sparkle, aka Hanabi, ended up on the tier list. Alright, y'all know the drill by this point. Let's go ahead and see who we can piss off today by simply talking about the most well-respected tier list in the Honkai Star Rail community. We're here at Prydwen.gg again, which I will admit is not always right in my opinion. I don't always agree with everything on this list. That's why I understand that it is sometimes a little bit controversial. Like, what the hell is Black Swan doing down here? What the hell? When I did my last tier list video, Black Swan and Kafka were on the same level, and I kind of agreed with that. Why does Kafka get the boost up? She gets the power spike because of Black Swan. These two go hand in hand. They make each other better. One is not necessarily better than the other when they are paired together. That's what makes Kafka so good right now, dude. Why the hell is Black Swan below Kafka? That makes no damn sense to me. Black Swan can fall asleep at the wheel and still deal a ton of damage off of Arcana. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I have a feeling that our mans over here, Dan Hung and Bibiter Lune, might be getting a power spike literally right now from Sparkle. However, I think there's not been enough in-person testing for Prydwen to give him the bump up quite yet. We'll see what happens when Memory of Chaos sort of changes. They might update this tier list again. This is just the day one tier list for Sparkle's arrival in the game, and Memory of Chaos hasn't actually changed yet. So so that's why you're not seeing a big difference in stuff right here, right now. This is mostly just going over Sparkle's arrival in the game. I hope to see Dan Hung and Bibiter Lune rise up a little bit into the S+ tier. But like I said, I think that, you know, we need to maybe test out a little bit more to see if he gets that power spike through Sparkle. Obviously, he's going to be better with Sparkle in the game, but will Prydwen see the truth? Will Prydwen finally see our man Dan Hung and Bibiter Lune rise up to stardom once again? I think Dan Hung deserves to be up here now. That's my personal opinion. I also need to point out something else that's totally bullshit. Pela in A tier? Are we smoking right now? Are we smoking right now? By the way, if we are smoking right now, could I get 2 of those, please? Just put them in a bag for me. I'll take 20 bucks on that. Anyways, Pela needs to be up here at S tier. What is going on? Why is she down here? Did she miss the bus or something? Like, is she short on cash right now and she missed the bus? So she's falling a little bit behind. Can somebody please give her a ride so she can end up at the show on time next time? Bro, she belongs up here in S tier. What the frick is that about? Anyways, let's get to what we're all here about right now, and that is Sparkle, okay? We are here to talk about Sparkle instantly being at S+ tier. So I'm here to say to all the haters, to all the people that said that Sparkle would be no better than Bronya, that Bronya is queen, and everyone should shut up. You stupid goofballs. Oh my god. How could you not see that Sparkle was gonna be this good? Are you just like, do you not have reading comprehension or something? Are you not aware? How did you not realize that she would be this good? We have some comparisons that Prydwen did for us over here. We'll take a look at that between Bronya and Sparkle. I'll switch to this and I'll make it a little bit bigger for you when we do that. I just want to laugh a little bit longer at all the goofy goobers that are picking boogers out of their nose right now, wondering what do you mean Sparkle's that good? Yeah, she's that good, dude. She boosts your crit damage into oblivion, and she has passive abilities that also buff your damage output, your attack. She's insane. She's not just the mono quantum support, right? She's not just Bronya 2.0, right? Bronya doesn't give you skill points. For example, Sparkle's giving you crit damage. She's giving you other damage buffs. She's giving you skill points. She's balancing your stock portfolio and doing the dishes at the same time, bro. She's also crazy. She's the new Yonder. And I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys feel about that, but I like crazy people, okay? I don't know about her, though. She's kind of the short stack. She looks like she's maybe like 18 years old. I don't know about that shit, bro. But listen, she is an OP top tier support character right up here next to Ron May. I want to point out something really important now, okay? Let's take a look at characters that really want crit damage, because that's what Sparkle does. She gives you a ton of crit damage. Let's take a look at these OP DPS characters over here. Our best characters in the game currently right now, according to Prydwen. I'm only going to look at this. Jing Liu, 1 for 1. Character that wants crit. Dr. Ratio, 2 for 2. Character that wants crit. Dan Hung and Bibiter Lune, QQ, Sela, Topaz. All characters that want crit damage. It is only Kafka and Black Swan that would benefit from something other than crit damage. They want damage bonus, right? They don't want crit damage. They don't crit, right? You shouldn't really be building them for crit. You should be building them for attack to boost the DOTs. So Ron May over here is who's gonna boost these two characters. So out of these 8 characters, Sparkle is the best support character right now for 6 out of 8 of these characters. Yeah. You can make the argument, however, that Bronya is actually potentially even better for Jing Liu, because Jing Liu is so skill point efficient, she doesn't necessarily need the skill points coming off of Sparkle, for example. So you could make the argument that it's 5 out of 8 of these characters that Sparkle's the best for, but that's still better than any of the other characters that are here. Like, that's kind of friggin' wild, right? You could also make the argument that Ting Yun's incredible for Jing Liu as well, because she's a battery and a buffer, but, you know, that's beside the point, okay? I just wanted to point out that, you know, to everyone who was a doubter, that Sparkle wouldn't be that great, right? Because some people were saying that. I hate when people come to me and they're like, nobody was saying that. You freaking dumbass. Like, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because of all of the people that were saying it, right? I'm not having hallucinations, okay? There were a decent amount of people that thought Sparkle would not necessarily be that good, and Sparkle's a skip. The only reason why people should be skipping Sparkle is because of Acheron. Let's be honest with ourselves here. That's the only reason why anyone should be skipping Sparkle, is because they want to hyper invest into Acheron, right? That's literally the only reason. Because this is maybe the new best support character in the entire game. I think we need a little bit more in-person testing. This is quite literally day 1, right? But even day 1 impressions are sitting here like, bro, she's maybe the best. Like, actually maybe the best. Skill points, crit damage. Like, I don't have to say it all again. I'm not going down the list again. She's incredible. She does it all. Now let's take a look at some comparisons that we have here that Prydwen got set up for us here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have Bronya over here on the left. We have Sparkle over here on the right. They do have really, really good builds for her. These are the 160 plus speed characters. It's really actually 160.1 speed, but, you know, that's beside the point. So let's take a look at this here. Am I looking at everything? Oh, this is what I really wanted to show you. So Sparkle's on the left, Bronya's on the right. I don't know why they switched it up. That's kind of stupid. But she gets not as much attack, right? But she gives way more if the characters are quantum. Bronya does give more attack in most cases. The damage bonus is not as high as Bronya. Bronya wins in that category. But look at the frickin' crit, bro. Look at the frickin' crit. We are assuming right now that you have 200% crit damage with the character on both of these characters, but it's 93% compared to 52%. That's not quite double, but dude, that is a lot more. That is 41% more crit damage. That's almost like 2 Bronyas stacked on top of each other for this particular stat. She doesn't have quite the same power output on the other buffs here, but the crit damage on a crit character is really what we care the most about in this situation, right? So Sparkle gets the benefit there most of the time. Now, this action boost forward is higher on Bronya than it is on Sparkle, but the way that it works in most cases, if you have a fast team, that if you put this 50% bonus on your main DPS and they get that boost forward, they're probably going to be the character that gets the next action. So this might as well say 100% or like maybe like 90% because of the way the game works. It's not literally only like, it's kind of hard to explain, but the character isn't necessarily going to be stuck in line. They're likely going to be the next character that takes action. So definitely keep that in mind, especially if you have like any other speed boosts or anything like that on your DPS character. So keep that in mind. And the skill point and efficiency, of course, goes to Sparkle as well. But I want to point out something here. I know there's probably a lot of people pissed off right now that I'm dishing out, some shade over at Bronya. Here's how I feel about it, right? We now have 4 super OP Harmony characters in the game. We have Ting Yun, Bronya, Ranmei, and Sparkle. You put 2 teams together for Memory of Chaos. If you have Bronya and you have Sparkle, run them both! Use one on one team and then one on the other! Why are people arguing about this? Dude, put Ting Yun or like Silverwolf or like who the hell ever with Bronya. That way it's skill point efficient, right? Put some skill point efficient support next to Bronya. And then on the other team, put Sparkle and like Ranmei. Bro, just what the fuck are you arguing about? Just put the super OP characters with the super OP characters. Dude, don't be a loser that's acting like because you have Bronya, you don't need Sparkle. It's so stupid. It's so brain dead. You have 2 teams for Memory of Chaos. Run them both, goddammit. Just run them on different teams. Shit. Sorry, I almost lost my cool back there. Anyways, the last thing I wanted to go over here is they basically put a little summary together at the bottom here that Bronya is still best for like Blade and Jing Liu in a lot of cases because Blade and Jing Liu are very skill point efficient, so you don't necessarily need the skill points that come out of Sparkle, right? But Sparkle will sometimes still have the edge in some scenarios, especially if they want the crit damage. And like I was saying earlier, most teams really want the crit damage. That's what most DPS characters want. And you didn't need anybody else to tell you this, that Sparkle is the best support for Quantum teams right now for the Quantum element between, Bronya and Sparkle. Obviously, you can't have a mono Quantum team unless you have Silverwolf and Sparkle. That's just the way it's going to work. But Sparkle will also be very, very good for follow-up characters such as Jing Yuan, Dr. Ratio, Clara, characters like that. They want the crit. They also want the skill point efficiency. Anyways, I've been yapping and yelling for too long now. If you guys enjoy this type of content, consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, maybe tomorrow when I do some Sparkle pulls. All right, peace out.